Alright, so episode 84 is done, and now we look forward to episode 85, and there is a lot of shit to digest here. Holy fuck, in only this short clip, we have got a ton of stuff. Now, the number one thing, of course, is Majin Buu, Fat Buu, Mr. Buu is very skinny now. Now, I did see some spoilers about this yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to make a video. I was very swamped. But evidently, Buu trains a little bit for this upcoming tournament, and he has shed weight incredibly quickly. Now, this is interesting for a number of reasons. One is the way Buu can manipulate his body. It's kind of confusing. Couldn't Buu just decide I don't want to be fat anymore? Like, he is like a magic fucking creature, so that's odd. Plus, I mean, this is from having the Grand Supreme Kai inside of him. Like, I'm always wondering about that. Like, so Buu does still have the Grand Supreme Kai inside of him. This Buu is just really, really wonky. So evidently, this is what we've got moving forward, is this skinny Buu. Now, I do not think this is going to stick around for a while. So based on what we know, this is from Buu training. He's now skinnier. I can really see Buu, eating a ton before the tournament starts, and he's back to his normal fat Buu self during the tournament. One reason for this is in all of the promotional work we have seen, all the pictures, everything, Buu is actually still Fat Buu. Now, of course, this could be just the thing where, they wanted to reveal this first in the show, and, then he is actually going to be this skinny Buu during the tournament. I don't think so, but that would be quite interesting. Again, I just want to point this out as many times as possible in all of these Dragon Ball Super videos I do, but at this point, Dragon Ball Super is here just to market characters, toys, and games. So even if this little skinny Buu is only around for, let's just say this version of Buu is only here for this episode, that's not going to stop this version of Buu from being in all of the Dragon Ball games and everything from here on out. So they've already accomplished that. I would like to see this stick, I think. That would be a nice little twist, having this new variant of Buu. I would like to see how this affects his power. I can't imagine it would, but, I mean, if he is training, he could be stronger, because I don't think Buu has ever trained. How is that going to work for Buu? Think about Frieza. Frieza goes from being on the level of, Super Saiyan 1 Goku to being stronger than Super Saiyan Blue at Golden Frieza's peak. So will Majin Buu be able to do something similar? I suppose it's possible. Also, I just do want to reiterate, I do not think we will see anything involving Super Buu or Kid Buu. I still am hearing so many people say, oh, it'd be so cool if he went Kid Buu. Nah, I disagree. Kid Buu to me is very whatever. I'm not interested in seeing Kid Buu, but I don't think they would go that route, because again, the only way I think that would happen would be if the Grand Supreme Kai is taken out of Buu, but like that pure evil version of Buu was already killed by the Spirit Bomb, and now it's resurrected as Oob. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, Buu shit is just nuts, but I don't think we'll be seeing Kid Buu or Super Buu at all. Now, the other thing that's cool is it does look like this Buu, he's going to be having a little sparring with Goku in the next episode. So even though Goku is, heading off to go find 17, looks like he's going to get caught up in something else before that actually happens. Now, another thing that we see here is it seems as though all of the Kaioshins are going to gather and discuss something. What exactly they're going to talk about, I don't know, but you see a scene where they're clearly all there. You also see Champa and Vados contacting Kabe, which is interesting. So, we're finally going to get to see Kabe after all this time. I wonder if Kabe has any power-ups. I'm certain he does. Any of these Universe 6 fighters, I'm sure, will have a lot of extra power. I've actually been seeing a lot of people talking about is there a chance that Golden Frost might become a thing? And I don't know, honestly, it does kind of seem possible. I mean, look at the way Frieza kind of reacted to fighting a Super Saiyan and then eventually, went to his golden form. And, Frost got, demolished by Super Saiyan Vegeta. So could he go a similar route, train hard, and get a golden Frost form? I'm not so sure. And also, don't forget that Frieza specifically states he chose the color gold. So how would that factor in for Frost? Frost could take that form, but would he go for a different color? Again, Dragon Ball Super, so many things that are just crazy and nonsensical. We also do see a quick shot of Piccolo, which is cool because Piccolo has not really had a major presence to this point in Dragon Ball Super. I mean, Piccolo is still basically the only character to have died in Dragon... Yeah, Piccolo is like the only character to have fucking died in Dragon Ball Super. How disrespectful is that to my boy, the great Namekian? Jeez. But definitely excited for him to come back into the fray. And of course, there is one last thing that's really, really interesting, and that is the fact that it looks like we're going to get a big glimpse of all of the Universe 11 fighters. Of course, I'm talking about the Pride Troopers, Toppo, and we do see our first shot of Jiren actually in the flesh here in this episode preview. He's glowing in a red aura, doing kind of meditation, similar, again, that we've seen Piccolo or Deborah do. Now, we also see some shots of the Pride Troopers training, and it is interesting because in the opening, we've seen like 3 main characters in this outfit, Jiren, Toppo, and then another character who looks very, very similar to Beerus. And it looks like he's going to get some screen time in this next episode. We see him possibly training with Toppo. Now, this will be cool. I would like to see this character. And also, I'm going to be curious on if he is actually the same race as Beerus. Because based on how all of the Gods of Destruction are like all basically different races and stuff, I guess I would only assume that Beerus comes from a race that might be in a couple of different universes. But this also leads to another interesting thing that I do want to talk about. And that is, so people have kind of theorized that female Broly might be from Universe 11 based on a couple of these shots. It appears as though her silhouette has been placed with some of the Universe 11 fighters. So obviously female Broly is going to be a Saiyan, like, Goku and Vegeta in the gang. And now we have this Beerus-looking guy. Well, I guess he could be a girl, right? So I don't know, I guess Beerus-looking creature in Universe 11. And it's interesting. So we have a couple, like, living beings that appear to be similar to, beings that we see in Universe 7. Even though a lot of these universes are supposed to be mirrors of each other, it's Universe 6 and 7 that are supposed to be mirrors, not Universe 11. So it's interesting that they have a lot of very similar characters here. But I definitely will say I am really looking forward to this next episode. There's a ton of things here that I think, have a lot of potential to be really cool, especially Buu's new transformation. This skinny Buu, how strong is he gonna be? Seeing, Jiren and Toppo, possibly we could see Android 17 this next episode. Things are definitely looking very hype right now.